Archie's identity documents are fake, nowhere on the London birth record, Eugene tells Meg, demeaning Meg. Just last night, a photo of a birth announcement with George Ronnie Brooksbank's name was leaked on social media Twitter. Minutes later, the post was removed from the platform, but not before it created a sizable discussion space for royal fans. Many people compared Ronnie Brooksbank's paper with Archie, Meghan, and Harry's. Princess Eugenie joyfully announced on Instagram that she and her husband Jack Brooksbank welcomed their second child, a baby boy named Ernest George Ronnie Brooksbank. The little one named Ernest George Ronnie Brooksbank arrived on May 30, weighing a healthy 7.01 pounds. There are a lot of questions they have about this situation. The birth announcement for Archie is signed by the Queen, although she declined to sign it, therefore it is likely that something else was written on it. As the leader of the 1,000-year-old institution, the Queen was deeply committed to her role. Every birth announcement made under her rule contains her signature. What made her decline to sign Archie's? It's odd that no medical professional approved the delivery after the sus was not yet signed by Cambridge Birds. This seems highly dubious to me. All of the Wales children were born at St Mary's and were Pow in Harry, but Eugene was born at the Portland Hospital, which is owned by American companies, and Archie was born there by choice. Their announcements are signed similarly, though. The reason for Archie's unusual lack of signatures is likely that the OBGY chose not to sign the paperwork certifying that Meghan was delivered safely of a child who was actually born through surrogacy. Archie's father is not identified in any way like the other royal children's fathers are. The whole birth announcement for Archie is typed up for the Waleses, despite the fact that all dates, birth timings, and notice dates are handwritten on the RS and typed on Archie's. Every royal birth follows this formula. The passages are predicated on all other royal births rather than the RG. The Brooksbank Palace under the crest is not spaced on the other birth announcements, but it is widely spread on Archie's. These were ludicrous anecdotes of miscarriages or births. Harry informed me that it satisfied my needs. Meg was first and foremost a geriatric pregnant woman, which is automatically the case overnight, especially with an epidural. There's no way she had 2 epidurals with a geriatric pregnancy and left the hospital, at least. Not until I was prohibited from leaving my bed for 6 to 8 hours after my epidural wore off due to liability. The only way she could have gone 2 hours after giving birth was if someone else did. Furthermore, it is quite unlikely that the nurses would have continued to turn a blind eye if Harry had not used all of the laughing gas and found it amusing. Responsibility. Nor would the hospital allow a miscarriage to be brought home and buried beneath a tree.